You're saying I want to fall in love with someone who's going to give up everything to be here, and you're not 100% committed to it. That's bull.
You know, if I
was there, I'm like,
if I was,
are you serious?
If I was the expert, I would have used the veto card, and I would say,
"Get out!
You're not staying.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wrap."
How disappointing is that question?
Hey guys, welcome back to Human No Resource. I'm Uma.
And I'm Selma.
So we just finished episode 9, the first commitment ceremony. Surprise.
Yes.
It was crazy.
So, the first couple is Jesse and Claire. I'm glad they started with them first. Now, they didn't even go from the beginning, about the wedding. They went straight into the most recent conflict between Jesse and Claire, and it was the club scene. No, it's not the club scene. They went to like a lunch, the bar scene, whatever. And it's because Claire got way too close to Adam and the guys, and even he said allegedly that Claire and Adam went out privately and all that stuff. And late at night, 1 o'clock when he was sleeping, he said he heard Claire on the phone talking with a guy. So he got so angry, Jesse, and he's telling everybody this, by the way. And he went to Adam's door and he knocked the door and he was like, "Who you talking to? And let me see your phone."
Yes.
And then he even took that same energy over to Claire and he's like, "Who you talking to on the phone?" He even cussed at her. Not at her, but like he said, "Give me your something phone."
Yes.
So my whole part that I was a little bit bamboozled, I'm like, why do you care? Why do you care, right? You said that she ain't, you and her are going to conclude that we're no longer interested in each other. That's a wrap. So why do you care if she on the phone with another guy?
He's a jealous person.
Okay, so if he has jealousy, there's some nice emotions there, that little something that you're jealous of her. So there's some kind of involvement there. Yeah. But everybody was looking at Jesse sideways because Adam came to his defense. Claire came to her defense. And at the end of the day, she goes, "I was just talking to my best friend and her boyfriend."
Yeah.
So then if you were just talking
at 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just want to remind the viewers that Jesse did say that when I left the bar, he got home first and that she came later on.
Yeah, like around 1 o'clock or something.
I would say he has some room to be suspicious.
Yeah, and another thing that adds to my suspicious is like, when I asked you who you talking to, why can't you just tell me that story? That's super dry.
It's nothing. It's my best friend's boyfriend,
And you could have told him, "Get lost. You ain't interested in me anyways, too." So
yeah, the whole thing could be, done.
And by the way, Jesse took it all in those criticism.
He felt like he lost in battle.
Yeah, and he was just like, "You know what? It's just me in my mind." I was like, me in my mind. So he goes, "I apologize." And Adam was like, "Yeah, you need to apologize." So, Adam was doing the most, and we'll get to him.
Yeah.
And then after, he was like, "All right, that's a wrap." And then Leighton was like, sweet angel Leighton was like, "I got a confession that I can't take with me to the grave." Yeah. Oh, sorry. Lyndall.
Yes.
She goes, "I got a confession."
Sweet angel Lyndall, huh?
Yeah. "I got to take with me to the grave." And she goes, "When I was at the bar, Adam, when I was thinking of leaving, Adam shared with me, as far as my recollection could be, that he said, 'If you leave Lyndall, I'm afraid I might go home with Claire.'"
Not his wife. Claire. Now, just a reminder, you guys. Adam has a history already about cheating.
We're going to get to Adam, but we need y'all to sit this in for a bit.
He was in a 10 years relationship with a woman, and he cheated.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, he told us this.
And do you know when Lyndall shares this information, I kid you not, all that barking Adam was doing and all that Claire, like, look, Jesse was like, "There it is. There it is. Thank you."
I was so happy at that moment.
And so after all of that, what did he say? What did he say after all that? He was like, "Listen, at the end of the day, do y'all want to stay together?" And Jesse said, "I'm out." And Claire said, I'm still in.
So she has hope. So our next couple are Adam and Janelle. Oh my God. Wow. So the minute Adam sat down on that couch, he was apologizing. He was apologizing to the experts. He was apologizing. His friends.
Janelle.
Oh my God.
Camera crew. Everybody was getting
The
an apology for
ceiling
him.
even.
Everyone was getting an apology.
Yeah,
apology
I got
from
an
him.
apology
I got an
also.
apology. You guys got an apology
His
too.
ex-girlfriend got an apology also. Another apology. It was everybody was getting free apologies at this point.
This brings me deja vu because in his wedding, he was so apologetic.
I think that's
Adam
his...
has a habit of getting in front of the situation before it gets opened up. It's like his mind is like,
He doesn't want to relive it.
and it's like
He doesn't want to hear it.
and his mind
He
is
just want to apologize.
Okay, you got to.
Say your piece.
It's like his mind says to himself, "Oh, I gotta say I gotta drop my sorries first because everything seems to go away after I say an apology first." But do you even
Sweetheart.
know that your words have no value if there's no action or change
Exactly.
associated with it?
You're correct.
And Janelle, my girl, I feel like you're so now dependent on your brothers that you couldn't make a judgment yet.
Yeah. And she does say something that I need hardcore evidence in order to make certain decisions.
What in Law and Order SVU is going on here? Like, what are you talking about? You need hardcore evidence. You know, you don't. What does I was gonna say?
I saw some little evidence. Remember when they were doing that experiment where they wanted to see, they were supposed to see each other's phones, and they said, well, Adam said, I don't feel comfortable giving you my phone and everything.
I trust you with or without it.
So in a way, he doesn't even care what you're
And
doing.
you know, there's a lot of relationships out there that people believe I don't need to see. I don't need my man's password, and he's I don't need my woman's password. Listen, 100%
I believe
fine.
you need your man's password in case of any emergency.
Yeah,
So, this is a
it's
marriage.
a good selling point.
This is a marriage.
That's how my husband's gonna get her passwords.
Yeah, like that's how I'm gonna get the guy's password.
But listen, there's some relations that work without having their
you know, there's some
their
relation-
passwords. But in some situation, I don't know. For the way I am is have my password. I ain't hiding nothing for you because I feel like if you start hiding passwords and stuff like that, soon as bank accounts, soon it's gonna be what time you get out of work. Soon it's gonna escalate.
and it's just so much brain power to deal with those kind of
I
things.
can't.
Don't want it. Don't want to be part of it.
My final input on Adam is he got off way too easily. All right, so the least problematic couples in order is Ollie and Tawny.
Now they're in their honeymoon phases. They're holding each other's hands. They're kissing. They're hugging. At this point, they're braiding each other's hair out.
As they should. And the group after that is Leighton and Melinda. Melinda tried it just a little bit. She tried it just a little bit.
And it makes sense. I understand.
I'm a CEO. I felt like if she was grouped with Harrison,
Wow.
he
She'll
would
be
have met his
throwing
match.
glass at him.
he would have met his match. I mean,
Not even his match. I feel like she's so much better than him.
she would have gotten straight to the point. I don't think they would have reached to the dinner scene.
Of course.
She would have said, he's not the one. That's a wrap. You can't play me.
She's leaving.
Yeah. Do you know I'm a CEO? She
Yeah,
would've-
Do you
But-
know I look fabulous? Now, our last couple who are unproblematic is Duncan and Alyssa. Really, they didn't say that much. They didn't even talk about what Alyssa had said about her past. And you know what? We're going to keep it like that. So our next couple are Sandy and Daniel. So far, they're picture perfect. And
They're moving at a very slow pace. They're moving at her pace. They don't give us much to say because they don't talk much. And I think that's the problem.
And when you see Daniel, he says that I came here to find a partner, a connection, but nothing more. You know, I feel like we're not learning a lot from him. And that's the problem because Daniel, from the way I see things, he's saying the right things.
But his
But
body
his
language.
body language, you
Yeah, his
guys.
body
And that's
language
the
is like-
problem. You need to look at people's body language. He's saying, he's supporting her in whatever she's doing. And he's pan-faced or he seems a little pissed off. So,
Time will tell with them.
yeah.
Now for these guys, Melissa and Josh.
Red flag. Red flag.
On who?
On Melissa.
Yeah. I think Josh is the king of communicators. He's very clear at his communication style. He tells her exactly how he feels, exactly what we need to do to change it. And on her end, she after all the talk the experts do and say, she's like, okay, I just think we need to improve on our communication skills. And he's like, it's not the communications that's the problem.
Yeah, it's like the understanding.
Yeah.
Is acknowledging.
Yeah.
And that's what she's lacking. Like, it's, okay, yes, having a sex life is important, of course. But Sweetheart, I don't even think you know his daughter or like his child's name.
No.
That's the problem. You're not really building a connection. You want a physical connection without the understanding and having
And
a
even
mental
then,
connection.
the way the
An
physical
emotional one.
connection too, it's just
She's a taker.
Uh,
So her
that's not
motive
how you
coming
do it.
on this whole thing is really questionable. And she does, and Joss does say it. You know, her video, she was talking about the hammer and Thor.
I'm gonna need Josh to not talk anymore and let Melissa go to a marriage counselor and work out.
Yeah.
The whole concept of marriage for her needs to be reevaluated.
And you know what? They both, and you know, I love it that the fact that they both want to work on it.
He said, I want to stay.
Yeah. And you know, it just shows you about his character.
How did he get
He's very
divorced the
forgiving.
first time? I don't understand. That guy doesn't look like he has a problem in him.
Yeah, I would like to know about that situation.
Come on now, Josh. And now the second last couple, which is Bronte and Harrison.
Wow.
Okay. Harrison walked into there like it was court. I kid you not. He was just missing a suit.
His gray suit.
Yeah. And this was his defense. He was like, okay, she kicked me out of the house for a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Okay. She don't put that much work the way I put in work. I'm in this 100% and she does no work. And, you know, as a man, I don't like to be living alone. I don't think that's not how marriage works. So in summation, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like Harrison.
Yet again, he said that those couple of weeks was a holiday for him.
Yeah.
He don't think before he say. I don't understand.
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
Oh, sorry there.
Yeah. And there was one point that he actually revealed it, or no, Bronte said it. She said, before the wedding or during the wedding, you were talking to a woman and she sent pictures of your luggage. And one of the experts said, are you kidding me? Are you telling me she was in your room while you were packing for this whole thing?
He didn't think before he say.
Yeah.
Photo that you sent that you were leaving, you were taking photos of your actual luggage that you were going. I've got literal screenshots, Harrison.
Are you sure that she didn't take that photo?
She was packing with you? She was packing with you.
Yeah, she came over to my house.
Oh, she helped you pack to come to the experiment.
And
he's like, yeah. Can I just say one thing? No woman in her right mind would be in a room with a guy that she cares about, packing
if they were just cash.
If they were just cash, packing in order to get married to another chick. So what did he say to her to secure that woman to be in that position?
And you know what's even more? I'm going to need Bronte. I need Bronte's sister to come back in the picture.
Oh, yeah.
Because she would have not let Bronte say this. Mama didn't raise no quitter. So I want to stay.
Just quit.
This is not the Olympics. You don't have to stay, honey. He ain't for you. What did Melinda say? I think this is the Australian version for he's for the street. She said, he's for the bin.
Yeah.
my attitude was I'm not going to stop living my life going up to essentially an experiment with someone I've never met before. I just didn't feel the need to be faithful to someone I didn't even know.
Oh, for the bin.
Other than that, the experts definitely saw what type of person he is. He's a manipulator. He's narcissistic at times, and he gaslights the whole situation. So,
do you think she could have nipped it in the bud much quicker? Much quicker.
Like she said, Mama did not raise no
quitter. Yeah,
you know. So
that
I like
explains
her,
why she didn't leave.
To be honest, I like that energy. But I feel like sometimes in certain cases like this, you quit while you can.
It's not even called quitting. It wasn't even a fair.
It's not a fair fight. There's no
it's
fight.
Not even fair.
What are you fighting for?
Fair relationship.
Bronte?
You're not fighting for anything legit.
You
know?
have this guy, and in the end, he does say he wants to leave. Makes sense because he has a girl at home, and she wants to stay because she is really.
She believes
him.
in the concept of marriage. I think I hope she
really
wants to
likes
stay
him.
because she believes in the concept of marriage and wants to find something great. But you can't find that in Harrison.
No. So our last couple of that night is Shannon and Caitlin. Wow. Oh my, I didn't see that coming. He finagled all of us. So let's start with Shannon. Shannon revealed that he is still in love with his ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-baby mama. I don't know who she is.
7 years in that mess.
Yeah. And also he said that he was with her a week prior to all of this.
The whole time I was repositioning my legs like that expert was doing.
So Caitlin says that, you know, at this point, I have experienced this before, and I felt, you know, my heart was with her at that time. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
and the expert did share that Harrison and Shannon, you guys are similar. However, Shannon takes much better ownership than
Then
Harrison.
Harrison.
You're saying I want to fall in love with someone who's going to give up everything to be here, and you're not 100% committed to it. That's bull.
You know, if I
was there, I'm like,
if I was,
are you serious?
If I was the expert, I would have used the veto card, and I would say,
"Get out."
You're not staying. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's one thing I have seen with Shannon, you know, as he's definitely going through it. He's more remorseful about it. And even his face, look at him. He's red as a tomato. He's stressed. I think he got more wrinkles. He was, what's the right word for it? He's slouching. And this is why I love the expert. They finally said it. If they knew Harrison and Shannon was in a relationship with other women from the 10,000, you guys, 10,000 of candidates who applied to this, they would not be picked. And that's the reality of it. You took away two lucky men who could have been in that position.
For those girls,
You robbed them from a good marriage.
Yeah.
That's the reality. This show is being robbed from the United States, Canada, England, all the rest of the world. I feel like it should not be only in Australia.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far
Netflix
we're
is doing
enjoying
something.
it. And on that point, you guys, please subscribe and like to this channel.
We'll see you next time.
Bye now.